it's me. And sorry for all that crap. We're actually gonna go and work on where are you guys? You guys are gonna see me draw this one. Now, this is a story that takes place maybe 2018, 2017, the years I was starting out in Amino. If you guys don't know what Amino is, go download it or like go look at videos of it. Do something, because you're gonna need to know what Amino is to like get this, the gist of this. Now, this definitely took place when I was first starting out. I was maybe a level 1 or a level 2 on Amino, and it was, of course, a hassle because I didn't know how to like use it and all that, but I did make a chat and I did draw pretty good. So I was a big fan of Eddsworld, so I was in the Eddsworld Amino, and there I was level 2. In other Aminos, I was either level 1 to level 3. And I had about two or three followers then. And I was pretty good at drawing, and since I was a humongous fan of Eddsworld, I had maybe over 50 drawings of Eddsworld characters, them all bunched together, and just, you know, all the usual stuff that a normal Eddsworld fan would have in their gallery. And yeah, I was there in my chat that I created posting art, and there somebody, we're not going to share the real username because obviously, like, I don't want to get like sued by her because it's possible. I'm too young to be sued. I don't have that kind of money, and we're just going to call her Mean Witch because that suits her. But yeah, Mean Witch joined, and she started going on and on about how good my art was, how she wished she could draw like that, how she wasn't as good as drawing as I was, and I was just so good. Now, the drawing you're seeing on the screen now, that wasn't my art style before. It was more of a less good one. It was more circle heads. And I didn't shade like that. It was way far more different than that.
There's a lot of man affected too, don't?
And yeah, there was a lot of people there in my chat posting Eddsworld art, talking about Eddsworld, and some were off topic. And like usual, most people have to go to the bathroom. Everybody has to go to the bathroom, I hope. So she said, BRB, you gotta go to the bathroom. And most people were like, okay, we didn't need to know that, and I didn't want to know that. Like, you're gonna scar me. I don't want to know that you have to go to the bathroom. and yeah, she went to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. That's what we all thought. Now, my chat was starting to die, and less people were talking until nobody was talking anymore. So since my chat was dead and I wanted to chat with more people, I went in the public chat area to go chat with more people, and I came across Share Your Eddsworld Art. Now, that sounded perfect for me because I had a whole crap ton of that in my gallery, and I went. And there, as soon as I joined, I saw a picture, a drawing that was traced by me. Now, I immediately caught this, and I was there lurking in the chat there for a while, and Mean Witch was claiming all of the art to be hers, and I had to step in at this point. I was so angry. I said, that's not your art, it's all mine. And then everybody was like, no, it's lies. And then I posted a picture of my art, and she was like, and everybody was like, oh my god, you traced. And then I sent screenshots. Before I sent screenshots to start proving that it was my art, I said, no, I'm not tracing. Now, one or two of my friends were there, and they were backing me up because I shared my art with them. They were like, "No, actually, guys, she's Mean Witch is tracing. That's Tessa's art. That's Tessa's art." And I was like, "Okay, well, yeah, it's my art. Yes, my username is Tessa. If you guys want to go look at me in the ads, well, you know my name is Tessa." And sorry, my voice cracked. And yeah, she was there, and she was like, "No, guys, she could have been photoshopping that to make it look like to like, you guys, she traced me. And then I sent screenshots, and in Amino they tell you the time of when you post things. So this was maybe about 4, and I started posting my art around 3:50. Started posting my art around 3:50, and I sent screenshots, and I was like, "Look at the time, guys, and look at the time now." And they're like, "Wow." Now most people were in different like time zones, but I was like, for me, it's 4 here, and it was 3 when I was posting my art. And they were all starting to get suspicious of like Mean Witch. They were like, "Okay, well then some people were already like, okay, that's enough evidence for me, Mean Witch, like you're a tracer." And some people were still like, "Oh no, you're tracing," or like, "That could be photoshopped." Now, before I even knew what Flip-A-Clip was, before I knew what any kind of photoshopping like app was, anything that I could draw on or edit on, this was before I knew any of that crap, any of it. So they were all like, "Okay, well, like, okay." And I went and I sent a picture of where my apps were, because look, I still had it like this, and where my names were, oh no, I don't want to go to briefing, and where like my names were, like there, the orange one is for my brother, there the blue one at the top is me, and down there at the bottom it says both is like what we both play. And we were there, and that's how it was. And I was like, okay, my file name is Amora, and like all that. And I posted a picture, and they were like, and I was like, I don't have any editing software like that. And some people just were off Mean Witch's side after I posted that. And there were still some people that were like, "Oh, Mean Witch doesn't trace. Mean Witch doesn't trace." And obviously Mean Witch does trace. And then she PM'd me saying, "I'm going to report you to Acrylicat." Acrylicat is the creator of the Eddsworld Amino, and it was like, okay, well, that's fine. Why though? And she's like, "Because you were tracing me." And I was like, "I didn't trace you." And she was like, "Fine. If you don't believe me, I'm just gonna make you say that you traced me somehow and post the screenshot to everybody in my chat, and I'm just gonna expose you." And I was like, "There's nothing to expose about me. You traced me." And she's like, "You know what? I did, but I'm still gonna make you say that you traced me." And she was just harassing me, saying, "Say it." And before she was tracing me, before she was trying to harassing me to admit, quote unquote admit, that I was tracing her.
You're not gonna play zombies anymore?
And yeah, she said, "Fine, I did trace you." Now that was a big hit for me, and she was really stupid to say that, because I don't think she knew what screenshotting was. She does, but she was just stupid to say that in general, because I can screenshot that. I screenshotted it, almost immediately. Hold on real quick. All right, sorry, just had to, sip my coffee because it's just getting extra dry in here.
Yep.
Oh, that's really good. And and I screenshotted it, and I said screenshotted.
Yeah,
And she was like, "What? No, don't you dare! I will report you to Acrylic Cat for bullying me, tracing me, and like other stuff that I didn't do."
Oh, okay. Oh, you're in the vehicle with somebody. Oh, okay, I got you.
And yeah. Okay, it's getting too noisy in here.
Sorry, buddy. I know everybody's like, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God.
I'm changing spots. Hold on. Yeah. Other stuff I didn't do. Other stuff I didn't do. I'm gonna report you. And of course, since she said, "Oh, I did trace you," I screenshotted that, and I went and I posted in her chat, and she was like, "You guys, no, it's not true. She edited it." And I was like, "I don't have any editing software." And she was like, "Well, you still trace me, all that stuff." And she finally came up with something. "Oh, what if you ask somebody to edit that for you?" And I was like, "I have 2 followers, and I only have 3 friends who do not have any editing software." And 2 of my friends sent a picture of their thing. Nobody really had any drawing things because they were both starting out. One of them was the phone they were using was new. And one of them she barely downloaded anything. And my other, she was like, "What about your last friend?" And I was like, "Well, you're going to have to wait till she comes online." And finally she came online, and I PM'd her saying, "Come in this chat like right now because it's important." And she was like, "Okay, what? Okay, fine." And she posted the picture of her thing. She only had Flip-A-Clip. She was an animator, and she's like, "Oh, you can edit on Flip-A-Clip," and I was like, barely. And yeah, everybody was off of Mean Witch's side, and I never saw Mean Witch after that. If you guys want more story times like this, then you gotta subscribe, and you gotta get me to some likes, okay? And stuff like that. Alright, well, bye-bye.